Hey, what's up guys? Omar here, broker and CEO of Alden Mortgage and Ome Realty. So this is going to be your mortgage rate update. And also we're going to talk about, hey, should you buy? That's a big question. So we're going to take a look at a couple of numbers, okay? We're going to take a look at numbers that were before the pandemic, because the pandemic, obviously, everybody knows, and this has never happened in the history of real estate ever, where inflation, well, housing prices has inflated to a point that it has right now so quickly, so drastically. You know, the Feds did some of that stuff where they brought the Fed rate down to zero, almost zero. But we're going to look at some numbers on, is inventory increasing? What was inventory in 2019? How much was taken off? But let's get on with the mortgage rate update. So let's do this damn thing. I don't know why. I'm in a good mood today. Maybe I had a couple of beers last night. I slept pretty good. I'm getting over this stupid COVID thing. COVID is a son of a bitch. There's construction going on right now. Trucks are going. It's lively here today. So let's get on with this mortgage rate update. 30-year fix will be sitting at 4.47%. 15-year fix will be sitting at 3.6%. 30-year high balance will be sitting at 4.77%. Now, I had a question on one of my videos. They were like, what the hell is a 30-year high balance or a 30-year jumbo or any other one of those? Well, it's county limit. So, like for instance, in Los Angeles County, if there's any loan above $970,800, I think that's the threshold number. Pretty sure that's the threshold number. Well, then everything out of that will not be covered by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. It will have to go to the jumbo or high balance realm, and then that will go ahead and be portfolio. Portfolio means that you have to go ahead and hold it on your books until you get total amount down to wherever you could go ahead and bring down to conventional. The Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, those are the people who insure these mortgage-backed securities. Those are the people, that's where you have to get it down to, and then you could go ahead and sell it into the secondary market. But that's what a 30-year high balance is and 30-year jumbo. DSCR loan, which is a debt service covered ratio loan. Debt service covered ratio loan is for people who want to go out and get into investing, buy apartments and this and that. You want to use the income that's coming in from that property to go ahead and pay off the debt, which is the debt is the principal, interest, tax, insurance. The servicing is the amount of loan, or not loan, but a rental income you have coming in. And then the covered ratio is just, does it cover the ratio that this loan parameter requires? Like, let's say, for instance, you might be at 1-to-1 ratio, which means that if you had $1,000 coming in mortgages versus $1,000 going out in principal, interest, tax, and insurance or rental income, then you're at a 1-to-1 ratio. But that's sitting at 8.25%. Bank statement loan, this is one of those non-agency, non-qualified mortgage loans. If you don't have any W-2s, you have no bank statements, you have, you have bank statements, but you don't have anything traditional to go ahead and back up your income. You just have bank statements where you're depositing your money into there. Well, that's going to be sitting at 7.62%. FHA 30-year fix will be sitting at 3.79%. 7.6 adjustable rate mortgage, which will stay fixed interest only for 7 years and then goes to just every 6 months after that, will be sitting at 4.78%. USDA, which will be one of those zero down payment programs, will be sitting at 3.83%. VA 30-year fix will be sitting at 3.89%. That is a zero down payment program for those of you who served in the military. And then hard money fix and flip will be sitting at 9.20%. So that's going to be the mortgage rate update. And if you did need any of these mortgage products, link in the description below. I will do this for you personally, myself. Any one of those. If you want to go out and buy a house, 50% commission rebate. No other real estate company does that. We are probably cheaper and better than any other company that I know. And if you know somebody better, shoot me a link. I'd love to promote them too as well. I mean, if you're doing better than I am as far as giving back to the consumer, I'm totally with it. And then 0% listing fee on selling your current home here in the state of California. So now that we got that shameless plugs. Yeah, that is plugs, right? That's 3 plugs. That's mortgage, buying, okay. I'm an idiot. Okay, so should you buy a house, okay? Now, as a friend, like as a person that's just sitting here, okay? My job is as a mortgage broker, okay? I am not a real estate agent. I'm not a loan officer. I'm not the bottom of the totem pole type of guy. I'm a mortgage broker. And as a mortgage broker, what my responsibility is to you is I have to have what's called a fiduciary responsibility, which means that I will always put your best interest in front of me, regardless of a commission check, regardless of however I feel emotionally or physically attached to a whatever, a piece of property or whatever it is. So listen, if we're sitting there at a bar and you told me like, hey, listen, Omar, should I buy a house right now? I would tell you, no, because the numbers don't make sense right now. Why would you? I mean, we'll get you the best deal we could possibly get if you really, really, really want to, and I will try my ass off to go ahead and make sure that we get you dialed in, especially when it comes to finances, because it's so damn expensive. But I would say also, let's look at the actual numbers. So in the consumer confidence, okay, consumer confidence in the housing market, and this is the majority of people who feel, you know, how do you feel about the real estate economy as right now? How do you feel that real estate market is doing right now? Well, it's been the lowest since the 2011. This is shortly after the housing crash in 2008. 17% of the people that were surveyed, now there's a survey by Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae is one of the insuring bodies. 17% of those people that were surveyed said, yeah, this is a good time to buy. But out of those 17%, okay, so out of those 17, so let's say you have 100 people, and then 17 people say, you know what, it's not a bad time to buy. Out of those 17 people, 10 of them we're kind of on the fence with whether it was good or not. So only 7 people, technically only 7% of people actually said, you know what, it's a good time to buy. And I'm assuming that they were maybe high or drunk or something. I have no idea what they were thinking. So Fannie Mae does a home purchase sentiment, okay? It's an index that consists of 6 different components. A, the buying condition, selling condition, home price outlook, mortgage rate outlook, and then job loss concern. So those are typically the things that you want to go ahead and take a look at whenever you're trying to buy a house or you're selling a house or whatever you're doing, transitioning from one place to another place. So that overall index fell 2 points in the last month. So now what we have to do is the next thing is yes, 2019, all of a sudden we got this influx of no inventory. That's what we got. We got an influx of jack shit. Everybody took their house off the market. Nobody was trying to sell. Everybody was trying to like keep things to themselves, and nobody was trying to do anything. So what we have to take a look at is what was the house shift inventory from 2019 until 2022. So in 2019, when like this whole pandemic thing hit, 50%, more than 50% and majority of these high densely populated areas took their house off of the market, which then went to the inventory list, which then increased the price of the homes because there was so little inventory. Then what we have to do is now we have to say, okay, well then since 2019 it went down so much, what about now? So just in March 22nd or March 2022 to July 2022, that's only a couple of months out there. In California, in Los Angeles, San Diego, Orange County, the total inventory has increased by almost 122%. 128.6 thousand total homes have shifted in inventory, who increased from 2021 to 2022. This has been the highest peak in inventory since 2017. So we are not at pre-pandemic levels yet. We still have to think. So relax, take a chill pill. This is not a rush. I don't know why you would rush. Go live in an apartment for a year or something like that. It's not that big of a deal because real estate is the snail of all economics. It takes such a long time for real estate to go ahead and catch up. But if you really did want to go ahead and purchase a home, 50% commission rebate, 0% listing on current your home, or any of the mortgage assistance, link in the description below. Hopefully this content helped you out a little bit. And if you did, like, subscribe, comment. Until next mortgage rate update, I really appreciate you watching. The construction is freaking bananas around here. Man, I cannot wait till all these goddamn houses are built. So until next video, guys, peace.
I don't wanna waste a minute. Don't have any plans, swing it. If you got a glass, fill it.